Hello, today we look at this question here. It's from section B. So it says, orthographic views of a design for a key rack are shown below. So we've got the shape here, we've got the different dimensions, we've got a centre line going through a couple of holes. It gives us a side view as well. Complete the exploded isometric view of the key rack to a scale of 1 to 2. Right, so we've got the first few bits here. Scale of 1 to 2 means half the size. So whatever measurement here, we do it half it. So if that's 100, we're going to be drawing it 50. So some of the key things we look at here is this back bit is giving us those holes. So we can put in a centre line down through them straight away. That will help us because we can draw the other bits from that centre line. But the first thing I'm going to do is this hook bit at the front. So part of it's already been drawn there. So we can take most dimensions off here and draw it over the other side. So, this bottom part, we can go straight along. And the overall dimensions of it, if we look, are, if we line up here, we can see it's the same width as this part here, so that's 100. So this part then is going to be 50. So I'm going to go and measure along 50 millimeters, which is there, and I can go up there. So with this, it's giving us part of the line, but we need to check it's the right height. So this part here is 20, so half of 20 is 10. So if I measure this bit, I can see that it's not 10. So I'm just going to increase these lines up. There and there. And make this part here 10. And from that measurement, I can then go across this way and along here like that. Fine, I put the top part on this back part and this little bit here. What I can do next then is I need to add the hook on the other side. So with this I can take dimensions straight from here because it's drawn to scale. So if I look here, that part is 10 millimeters. So measure 10 millimeters in, is there. So that's the first part that's going to go down. This part here is 5 millimeters, so that's going to be 5 millimeters here, like so. Get the 90 degree and go down. So with this, I know that there is the base and it'll be the same over here. So I can put that bit in there. And what can go from there is I can go out this way. So again, I can take dimensions from here. Oops. So this part here is 8 millimeters. So I'll measure 8. Put a mark. Or I can just go straight off here, either or. And I'll go up here. So that's that bit there. So then, this part is going to go along there. And it's going to go back in a little bit here. So I can take loads of dimensions off this now. So I can go from this and put that bit there. That top bit, the bottom part here, and go along there. Which means I can add this bit in and this part going back. And then this bit here. So I've got my side bit. Just need to put the thickness on. Obviously we can't take that straight from there, so we're going to measure it, which is still 5 from before. So I measure 5. That bit goes down. And that bit along there. So now I've got all my different parts drawn that front hook. Now I know this is the front part, so I can now go over all these bits heavier. So line them in. It's the front of the exploded view, nothing's going in front of it. So don't need to worry about getting a heavy line over the top so you can't see. Something like that. Get this bit here. Get the top in. So then finish off the hook. So with these types of questions, you can always look to see if, rather than having to measure everything, you can take dimensions off something that already exists. And most of this was drawn off that other hook there. So the last couple of bits. And the bottom part. So that there is the front part, the hooks bit done. So the next we're going to look at is this back piece. So this back part, we've got the different dimensions here, but it's very hard to see where it goes, but apart from the fact we've got these two holes. So that's those two holes there, and it gives us this centre line. That is really handy for what we need to do. That's where we're going to work all our dimensions off. So first of all, we know this part's 100, but then this is 20. So that's 20 and 20 is 40, plus 100, that's 140, divided by 2, because it's obviously half the scale, is 70. So this line here is going to be 70. But first I'm going to do is put a little centre line here so we can mark dimensions from there. So if I measure the centre two lines, it's 40. So that there is our middle. So I can work off this little bit here. So we said that's going to be 140 overall, so 70 because of half size. So we need to go 35 millimeters either side. So if I go 35 this way and 35 the other way, that marks the two edge bits here. So I'm just going to go faint lines. So with this now, we've got this bit being 32. So obviously half 32 is 16, and because we're halving it again, because that centre line is 8 above and 8 below. So I look here and go 8 above and 8 below, so that's 16, which is there. Now with these, I can go over to the other side and mark on there as well with that bit and that bit there. So we've got those 4 points marked out. So what we need to do now is get that top bit in and then link up the two side bits. So what we're going to do with this line and extend the construction line up and down. So we want to go up 30 here, so that's 15. So I'm going to measure 15 millimeters from our point we drew before, which is here. So that marks there, and then we're going to go along 20, which is 10. So I need to go at the 30-degree angle, so I'll go along here, and I'll put a faint line again, going all the way along, and measure 10. So this now, those 2 points is that point and that point. So we can join those two together. So with this now, what I can also do is take that line down, because that marks that distance. So if I measure down 15, because it's 30, to there, and then again, take my 30-degree across, to there, and I can do a line all the way across. I can then join this bit and this bit up. So that's those 2 bits done. So next bit, really simple. It's 100 millimeters, which I'm going to half because it's 1 to 2. So I'll mark on at 50. And then this will join to that bit we marked before. And again, like I did before, I can take a line down to here. I and join that up to there. So what we've got now is that backboard, the front part drawn. So I'm going to quickly just go over it heavier. So I'll get my ruler and go over this line, this line, this line, and this line. And then with a 30 degree, this bit, top bit, and then the two side bits. So all we've got left to do now is to make it 3D. So we know the thickness here is 16, so again we're going to half it to make it 8. So off each corner, and I go back. So let's go back, little construction line. And finally this one at the back here. So I'll measure 8mm. And this one, and this one. And join those two together. And go 60 degree here. And I go over these heavier because I know it's the back, it's the very last thing to do. So that's going to there. That onto that bit. That onto there. That onto there. At the 90 degree, go straight down to here. And this last little bit, because it's the angle, I need to measure 8 again. So I'll measure 8, which is to here. I can join those two bits up, like so, and I'll just go over, line everything in, make sure everything's clear. Just add this little bit here. And last bit there. So there we go, all completed, all drawn correctly.